here now. His Ken will be facing off against Ramses' Shulk. Now, let's see how this will end up.
Yeah, starting out on Hollow Bastion, we saw this against the set versus Azrael as well. From Ramses, really likes this stage, I presume. But I've seen, of course, Lapis also pick the stage. Very low ceiling, and this is going to be your main killing point. We have the Shoryuken against Ken, or as Ken. As I say that it's going to be first Shoryuken to be pulled out. I don't know where the 106 damage came from on Ramses. It just appeared there. And that should be the stock. No Shumanada being pulled out. And Ramses now losing his first stock. Lapis now looking very healthy with 38%. Almost instantly lapping it. Getting a big combo against Buster Art Shulk.
I cannot believe the damage output from this Ken so far. Really, it feels like percentages have just been flown around like it's some sort of sale at supermarket. It's crazy to see Ramses lose his first stock so quickly.
Bit of hesitation from both players.
Yeah, lots of brawling now. With the shield art on, you can just mash that up till infinitely, it feels like. Now Ramses finally in control, getting the forward throw. Excuse me.
Yeah, and the edge guarding is going to be, again, a pretty big factor here. Once the jump is gone, you only have a focus, side B, to get back to the stage horizontally. Of course, focus is a very good tool, but the Smash Banana is going to pull right through. I think he cancelled it a bit too early, but those are going to be your main options. Of course, Shulk doesn't have any multi-hits off stage, except the up and down air, but they're going to be very precise hitboxes. So the focus is going to be a pretty good tool, but then again, you need to be in a certain position to do that, and Ramses getting mixed over and over and over again by the down tilt from Lapis, losing his second stock off of that, and it's almost a full stock lead for Lapis here.
Yeah, that's tough, especially considering that last Saturday Ramses had to face off against Yuffie, and it seemed like it was not even close. Now, Yuffie, of course, plays Ryu. Ken, very different character despite them coming from the same franchise and stuff like that. Lapis seems like a whole different beast altogether. Getting the spike here and just making it seem easy here in game number 1.
That's actually a confirm. It's such a disgusting confirm.
It is disgusting,
yeah. But great stuff by Lapis here. The thing that really I really noticed is how easy Lapis managed to get in a lot of times. Usually with the big sword aerials, with Ramses' playstyle in general, it's often very hard for brawler type characters to get into the mix. But Lapis, once he got in there, he only needs 1 or 2 openings, honestly. But once he got in there, he just mixed Ramses over and over again. And that's going to be the main counterpart for Ramses here. How is he going to keep out this Ken?
Did he just lock in Steve for 1 second?
I think it was just a bit of a joke.
I think so too, but you know, we don't pull that kind of joke. We don't pull those kinds of jokes. You don't do that. Not when I'm casting.
Oh,
no, I'm just kidding.
I would love to, but still, I get you.
No, just stick with the Ken, see where it ends up. And let's see here in game number 2 if Ramses can regain some control. That seems to be the name of the game here. If Lapis can just throw out all his punches, kick him around, that's definitely not what Shulk wants. So let's see if we can return to a slower pace here on a bigger stage.
Yeah, it is going to be a bigger stage. Shield Art actually coming out at a pretty good time. Could have been some big damage, because these low percent Ken combos can be very scary. And you earlier made the comparison to Ryu and Yuffie. The thing that really helps Ken here is his greater run speed and greater jump in speed. Like, he does have so much more mobility to get in. Like, it is a little bit, but it makes all of the difference, especially with those great dashes that the Shotos can have. Now, at the ledge here is going to get some damage in. Shield Art again, saving Ramses, returning to neutral. Now puts up the wall, Speed Monado, going to make sure that the hitbox are going to be flung a lot by Ramses, and he has the goddamn right to do so. Now at the ledge, in the smasher, Lapis playing it safe, but the back air on the jump in is going to be the determining factor here. And this might be Ramses just trying to play some new way. You saw him think a lot before locking in Shulk, thinking about some new theories on how to approach this matchup or approach Lapis.
You know, and the great thing about also being a coach is that you can be very analytical in your own on your own style. You can really see, just recap the game in your head. Okay, what happened? Why did I lose certain interactions? And really try to figure out, okay, what could help me here? And really considering those options, jumping back to the middle of the stage here, it seems like Ramses has figured something out, but Lapis figuring out Ramses there with a great Shoryuken.
Gets a great confirm. Actually from the corner to the middle of the stage, doesn't even need the platforms and just carrying Ramses all the way through there. Now, Shield almost being gone, but the Smasher, it's not the worst situation to shield there. It's still looking pretty bad. And Ramses now, he started out so great, but the percentages, Ken just does so much more damage in one interactions than Shulk does, except for the Bastard. But of course, that is a dangerous position to be in as well.
Excellent. Just as you said it, Bastard coming out, neutral air to that back air will tack on a quick 30-40%, and the forward air will almost finish it off here. Will the up B do it? No, he falls out, but Ramses continues his edge guarding, goes really deep, but this returns. This turns into a reversal, and Lapis ends up on top here.
Such a great reversal, like getting that one overextension Ramses made, going so deep off stage, and then getting the kill out of that. Smashman out, not going to secure the stock there. Arrows being gone. Oh, great back and a double jump from Ramses, but makes it back safely to the stage as well. Now we're going to get into the mixing game again. Shumanato going to come out. Ramses in a bit of a peculiar position, 130% on Ken, but at kill percent actually himself.
Yeah. Very scary here, but oh my lord, will that Shoryuken actually finish his stock here? Oh. No, Ramses makes it back, gets to roll back in.
And the patience we saw from Ramses in the first stock seems to have been kind of crumbling down. Seems to be engaging a lot more, approaching a lot more. Of course, you kind of have to if you are behind in stocks, but it still doesn't seem to be the position Ramses wants to be in. Oh, but a great confirm there by Lapis is going to make it a 2-0 with a 2-stock. This is looking like a very hard match for Ramses.
Yeah, and just a little fist going out here for his friends who are watching from the crowd. Of course, Good has a large friend group, will cheer him on in any circumstance, and that definitely helps when you're sitting on a big stage like we have here at the H20 Esports Arena. Look at the... Well, that's just a small part of the crowd, really. I gotta be honest, we have a little bit bigger of a crowd standing around here. But yeah. As it turns out, we can't capture them all on camera. That's just the way it is.
All right.
Game number 3.
Yeah, still gonna be Pokemon Stadium, despite how Game 2 ended up going in the second and third stock. But Ramses is gonna be sure that he wants to win this game, or is Lapis actually gonna roll over with the 3-0? Very dominant play so far from the Ken. But Ramses, of course, should or could find the answers. He's going to try and get the download. Oh, but that shield, Monado saving that shield break setup there is actually going to survive that. That heel kick is so much shield damage. Tatsumaki catching the jump there, another Tatsumaki. And great parries by both players to catch each other out, actually.
Yeah, Speed Art now allowing Ramses to push Lapis all the way to the edge. This should be the first stock, but just barely survives. Good weight there with the focus. Just shifting his body just a little bit slower downwards. Gets 2 forward airs.
Such a nasty
Is
angle.
this it?
No double jump, still has the Tatsumaki to get back. Hadouken actually. Oh, and again falling out of the up B. Second time that has happened this set for Lapis, and the edge guard seems to be missing over and over and over again, barely making it back every time, but the forward tilt is inescapable at that point. Great first stock from Ramses, honestly, 57%, but we saw that this happened in the first stock as well.
And immediately the Buster down throw to forward tilt coming out. That Shoryuken not sending him anywhere with that shield art active. So we'll just continue scrapping in the middle of the stage. Forward airs coming out, but too careful by Ramses. Lapis gets all the space he needs. And once again, it is Ramses on the edge.
A bit of a greedy get-up attack there by Ramses. Not going to result in the KO, although I was pretty certain that it was going to be 133%. Ramses in the corner. Use the jump art to get out of there. Just waits it out, wants to reset neutral patiently, but actually finds himself in the corner again, interrupting the force hit of the Shoryuken. Saves his life there by the forward air. Great trade from Ramses there. And now it's going to be Lapis again, forward air, big percentage, 160. One needs to find the killing blow. And he likes to use the Shoryuken as an anti-air at the corner. We saw it a couple of times, but it's going to be pretty difficult to find those. Ramses has not been hit by those.
Smash hard, forward air is not going to connect, but the up tilt will. So Lapis is now pushed to his final stock here in game number 3. Ramses finally finding the game he was looking for, but can he finish it out? It will just take a couple more hits. Jump art gets online, will not really be used for anything. Or the forward air coming out actually. And just losing a stock, but that was a 170% stock. You can lose that one and still be very much ahead, as is the case here.
It is a stock that he would have lost it in one interaction in general, but it's still a sad way to lose a stock. Could be a hit on your mental, maybe, but Ramses, of course, very strong player in that regard. Now Lapis looking for the hit to start racking on the damage. Finds the neutral air into the forward throw. Not going to get the spike there. Forward air going to swat him away, but these interactions are not the ones you want to be forcing with. Lapis can really easily reverse the situation here. Tries to get for the focus attack, but it is not going to work out. Again, a great neutral air by Lapis, getting the jump in. Focus attack to catch out the forward air. No double jump from Ramses, but gets back to the stage safely.
Yeah, luckily the Shulk art was up there, so we'll use that to make it back. Once again in this bad situation, but the up air will actually save him here. So Ramses gets to try finish off the stock in this ledge trap. Will not do it as Lapis rolls behind, and once again reverses the situation. Gets the jab to the forward tilt, gets the stock, smash hard forward throw, is gonna finish it up. So Ramses is on the board, 2-1 for Lapis currently, but Ramses scores that very important game number 3.
I'm really wondering about the drop down double jump up air that Ramses has been using a lot in this set. It seems to be working sometimes, but Lapis is usually at a distance where he really wants to catch the roll. We're not really in a position to catch the neutral get it, and we saw him getting punished for it a couple of times. Lost a stock this set, but usually just gets back in the corner by, or get put back in the corner by Lapis the moment he whiffs that. It did work out great one time, but it seems like kind of an iffy option at the ledge. There is probably some bigger plan with that, but Lapis is positioning himself to not get hit by that. Okay, smash fill. Uh-oh.
Yeah. and the golden suit is on. So a smaller stage here, much unlike Pokemon Stadium where Ramses had all the space in the roll to work around with. This means that Lapis will have to use less jumps, less running to make it to Ramses. So definitely for Ramses, in that case, pretty, that could be problematic. At the same time, if you have stage control, that huge short of Shulks is just going to cover half the stage. Could also be an advantage kind of thing.
But not if you jump in like that. Hold shield for too long. Tries to go for the downer, but shield art actually going to save Ramses there. That was a certain KO there for Lapis, but the shield art from Shulk saving his hide there. And now in a bit of peculiar position again, tries to go deep for the edge guard, but Lapis has been dodging those very carefully. And now both players in almost equal percentage. Kill percent actually for both of them. Wait for the Smash Manado for Shulk, and Lapis is with a landing neutral, honestly. Gets the focus attack, but luckily Ramses jumped. Doesn't get that bad of a time out of that.
And the back air, not what you want there, but good DI on the Shuryu, so will survive. Ramses making it back with the jump. Lapis tried to catch that, but didn't quite get it. And now Ramses just spacing those back air, but giving a lot of stage control up in control. Finds the neutral air he needs, but misses the edge guard he needed. And that jump up air, once again from the ledge, will result in losing a stock.
This time it was a bit extended, doesn't really matter at that point, but it's still, you saw Lapis parrying it. Instantly go for the down tilt. Now Lapis going very low, gets the attack here, but no big punish from Ramses there. Eats 23% in this place. Gets the up B finally after 50 attempts. But it is going to close out the stock. Big moment for Ramses here. Throws Lapis off stage. Wants to get big damage here to make it equal. Is a bit behind. Gets a neutral. Gets the up air. Ooh, but no. Big damage coming in. Down air is going to be the one though. 59% now on Lapis' second stock. But of course, we still see how much damage Lapis can do in one direction. Kind of a weird trait there. Sending Lapis to the ledge. Now, neutral stage. Lapis wants to find the stock running in with these down tilts or the up tilts. Wants to find the stock.
Just overstanding a little bit. So Ramses will get a ledge trap situation here. The focus still being up means that smash art is going to be deadly. And Ramses secures the second stock. This edge guard attempt really paid off in the end.
In general, the edge guards in this game have been a lot more effective for Ramses getting 2 stocks out of that, but the great neutral area, the Shoryu, is going to close out the second stock for Ramses. Both players at their final stock, but it looks like Ramses has a bit more control in this game. Lapis, once he gets in, of course, gets a lot of damage in, gets the knockback, or just gets Ramses in a bad position, but Ramses is looking a lot more in control both on and off stage, honestly.
Lapis finding the hit here. Hadouken to tackle on just a few more percentage. Jump art is going to be used to reset to neutral. Watch out with that shield. Do you remember what happened in stock number 1? Always need to be careful of those shield break kind of setups. Lapis trying to find a hit, trying to get past that sword, but it's Ramses who finds the grab eventually. But good neutral air to make it back to the middle of the stage.
That forward air from Ramses would have been so big because Ken would have lost his double jump.
Definitely.
That would have resulted in Lapis recovering at a weird angle. Great up tilt there, catching the jump, goes for the up airs. Might lead into the Shoryuken at this point, will probably kill if it is going to be high enough, with big damage coming in from Ramses. 107% now on Lapis' stock. Steam now coming out. Raw Shoryuken is not going to be the stock, but it's going to be a very big warning sign to Ramses here. That he is going to be able to be knocked out in any second. Smash Art still in line for Ramses, wants the edge guard here.
Oh, but Shoryuken for the stage! No way! I can't believe that worked.